Hello, YouTube. Let's talk about implementing sexy systems in your aesthetics clinic. I think you guys understand by now. You know the drill. This video, this little mini masterclass is inspired by a TikTok comment. I created a video. The video said something about if you are only posting on social media and expecting everybody to book, you're pretty much wasting your time. I can't remember what the post really said, but it was something like that. It said, if you do not have systems in place, you're on social media as a hobby and not an actual business that wants to scale and 10x their current marketing efforts. So, why systems matter and how they work for marketing and lead generation. That's what we're going to talk about today. And if you are new here, if you're wondering why I'm on your screen, what makes me qualified to be giving you this information today, I'm Cheri Cobb, owner of Cheri Cobb Creative, a concierge marketing company, and our mission is to help you as a medical or dental aesthetic service professional. Our number one mission is to help you work on your business and not in your business using effective marketing strategies that help you in the long term, because that's what it's all about. Everything that we do today, it shapes our tomorrow. So here's what you're going to learn today. Systems. We're going to talk all about systems because they are the backbone of any efficient and successful medical and dental aesthetics clinic. And by implementing tailored systems, that means systems that work for your aesthetics clinic and your goals, by implementing systems for marketing, operations, and even patient care, which is my number one. First and foremost, you can improve efficiency, client satisfaction, and increase revenue. You want to start small, you prioritize your needs, you set measurable goals, and then you build systems that sets your clinic up for long-term success. What are systems? Why systems matter, like what are the importance of systems, how systems work as a medical and dental aesthetics clinic. And mind you, there are various systems that you can actually take advantage of as a medical and dental aesthetics clinic, but we're only talking about systems for marketing and lead generation. So let's be clear. Mistakes to avoid and systems and tracking KPIs, because that's so important. So first off, what are systems in medical and dental aesthetics? Like, what does that mean? Because a lot of people hear the word systems and they get extremely intimidated. So systems are supposed to be sexy. Systems are sexy. They are not intimidated. They're basic, and this is pretty much the definition. Look at the screen. They're structured workflows or processes that ensure efficiency, consistency, and scalability. What are systems? Let's all read it together. Structured workflows or processes that ensure efficiency, consistency, and scalability in your daily operations. So the things that you do daily as an aesthetic clinic owner, systems are put in place to make those small tasks scalable, efficient, and they just make them work, bottom line, so that you can be consistent and you don't have to worry about missing the day. Systems also help streamline tasks, optimize resources, and improve client experiences, which is so important. Now, why do they matter? They reduce human error and they also reduce competitive tasks. How many of you spend so much time responding to DMs of questions being asked over and over and over again? Well, systems help put something in place to where you don't have to be there to answer the same question over and over and over again. So they free up your time and they allow you and your focus to you and your team to focus on what matters most, and that is the bottom line, which is the client experience, patient care, and the growth of your aesthetics clinic. And they also help you improve client satisfaction, which we just talked about, and retention. You put systems in place to help you increase and improve your retention rate, which keeps existing clients coming back. Okay, oh, did I skip? What did I do here? I think I skipped a few slides. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the slide that I want to start with. Effortless systems equal a business that thrives and a life that you adore, a life that you are obsessed with, a life that you don't have to worry about taking a vacay from, because you can just take a vacay because you've put the systems in place. So Exhibit A, if you can see my screen here, because I am also going live on TikTok, but if you can see my screen here, these are all of the places that I was able to visit this year alone, okay? And this is all because I've implemented systems within Cheri Cobb Creative, within my concierge marketing company. So here you can see a picture of me where I went to St. Martin, a picture of us in Rome. And mind you, we always worked. You know, God has given me the ability to be able to work and travel. So a lot of the times, yes, I'm taking my laptop with me, I'm taking all of my equipment, and we are working. Positano, Aruba, and yeah, there's some more places that I didn't add, but these were just a couple of pictures I can pull off. But bottom line is, if I didn't have systems in place, along with a dedicated team, just like you have a team to grow your aesthetics clinic, if I didn't have any of that in place, none of this would be possible. Bottom line, imagine me being so many, I don't know, sky high. I'm in the air, I'm on the plane, and I get a new inquiry from a client that is ready to experience the takeover. And the takeover is my all-included digital marketing program that you have to apply for. But imagine someone being ready for that. And I am flying to another client, or I'm just flying for vacation or leisure purposes, whatever. I'm up in the air and I'm not available to get to that inquiry right then and there. I have a automation set up in the back end to where it will respond to this lead. So they won't go cold and they won't go message someone else because I wasn't able to get back to them right away. And that is what systems can do for your business. So again, as you can see, you can live the life that you truly want to live. Look at me jumping in that. We had a private house in Aruba. I will never forget that, jumping in the pool. That was probably one of my best trips. I will be honest. Aruba was everything. So say it again with me. Effortless systems equal a business that thrives without you being there every day, and a life you can only dream of. Now, let's get into it. A big mistake that we see in this industry all the time: you either have no systems in place or you have a very broken system. It's always one of the two. You're blindly posting on social media with this, pray and post about it strategy. I talked about this on TikTok. You just put a post out there and then you pray people will book. No, doesn't work like that, because with prayer comes work. And you got to put the work in. So if you're not ready to put the work in, then you might as well just exit off this video, because my entire existence is not made for you. You have to have a system to separate the leads from the likes, the leads from the lurkers and scrollers. There has to be a system. As an aesthetic clinic owner looking to increase client bookings in your local area, if you are an influencer, now, mind you, if you maybe, let's just say, for example, you sell skincare products, right? you sell skincare products, or you have some sort of e-commerce store embedded within your website, and you serve the masses, then this may not necessarily be for you, okay? This is for the aesthetic clinic owner that is looking to increase exposure, increase client bookings from clients that are in their local area. Another mistake we see all the time is that there's no service funnel to capture interested leads. Now, what does that mean? A service funnel to capture interested leads. I tell you guys all the time about the marketing funnel. Wait, actually, it's flipped. Yeah, no. Marketing funnel starts off big. This is your awareness, and then it goes down to where the client actually books the appointment. Okay, and honestly, it gets a little bit deeper than that because the entire funnel is from the time the client contacts your office to the time they have a zero balance in your office and like they're done. But in between that time, that is a client experience. And at the top of the funnel, which is the awareness platforms where clients find out about you, where they even know you, they even know you exist, it's important to have a funnel that gets them down and encourages them and pushes them to the bottom line, which is the sale, which is booking the appointment, right? So I want to kind of tell you what a service funnel looks like as a medical or dental aesthetics clinic. And let's just say you had let me see, I want to use something that both of you offer, filler. So let's say you create a service funnel for filler. We create a social media post about filler. Now, this post can be entertaining, this post can be engaging, it could be both, and we call that edutainment. Now, I've talked about this in many other YouTube videos. I've talked about this specifically in the last one. So if you didn't see my last YouTube video, be sure to go watch it. But if we put out a post that is entertaining about lip filler, and within the caption, we're very strategic and selective with our word choice. And we're letting everybody know if you want to learn more, if you want to explore more, if you want to get more information, if you even want to book an appointment, click here. And this is relevant to all platforms that allow you to insert a link because we know Instagram does not allow you to do that. So for Instagram, your caption may look a little different. You may direct people to your bio. Okay. Bottom line, they need to go elsewhere other than social media. Now they're on the service page, or they're on a blog post, or they're on some sort of page that is giving them more information about filler. Maybe we're explaining the difference between filler and Botox. Maybe we're explaining all the places that we can inject filler. Maybe we're saying what are some of the things that you would fall up under that would allow you to be a candidate for filler. We're giving this prospect so much valuable educating information, and then they're going to make an educated decision. They're going to decide if they want to book an appointment, if they want to submit information so they can learn more. Maybe you have some sort of quiz if you even need filler, and they take the quiz and now you have their email because you're sending them the results. Bottom line, there has to be a funnel to capture the interested leads. Whoever sees this social media post, this social media video that we put out there, we need to have a way to capture the people who are actually serious about potentially booking an appointment. Another mistake we see, lastly, is you're manually doing everything because you want to save money. We see that all the time. Just stop. Just like you tell your patients and your clients that they have to invest if they want XXX outcome, it is literally the same thing for your marketing efforts. Now, how do systems work? And when I say the word systems, what do I mean? Systems could be your CRM, your POS, email marketing platforms, your EHR. And bottom line, they all integrate with each other, meaning they all talk to one another to get a certain result. So whatever that result is, whatever that looks like for you, which again, that's not something that is very black and white. So I can't just tell you. That is something that depends heavily on your goals as an aesthetic service provider. You're able to manage content, manage new coming inquiries, and follow-ups. We all know if you know sales and if you know marketing, you know that the gold is in the follow-up. I cannot tell you how many clients, me, Cheri Cobb Creative, that we've actually gotten because we followed up 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later. Hell, sometimes even 5 years later, the gold is in the follow-up. And then with systems, you're also able to attract performance metrics. You can measure conversion rates. You can see, you know, wherever you're spending your marketing dollars, wherever they're going towards, is that actually working for you? You can track email open rates, which are my favorite. A big mistake that I see, and I should have probably said this, a big mistake that I see is that a lot of times aesthetic clinics, they use their EHR for text message marketing and email marketing. And while that is great for communication, if you want to send out like a blast to everybody, it's great for communication. It's not great for tracking purposes. You can't see who opened it, who clicked on it, who did what, all that type of stuff. So email open rates are extremely important. And then another thing that putting systems in place allows you to do is track your social engagement to make sure social media is working for you, because social media should be a lead generating machine for your business. The right systems in place mean less stress and more time living the life you deserve. And that is so, like, I'm going to continue to stress that because it's extremely important for you to know that if you want to create a lifestyle of luxury, or not even luxury, just a lifestyle of financial freedom, and you want to be able to travel to all those places that I showed you in this slide, okay? You got to have systems in place. You got to stop just posting randomly on social media and thinking that that is what is going to work for you. And don't get me wrong, I love social media. Social media is the very place that helped me build my business, that allowed me to go ahead and quit my full-time job to go all in to help more of you. So I love social media, but I do know that there's a next level, and especially for higher ticket services, which you and we both have. My services are not cheap, okay? Your services are not cheap. And with that comes a different approach than if we were selling $25 t-shirts. So let's talk about systems for marketing and lead generation specifically. If you have systems in place, they allow you to capture and nurture leads. You capture leads just again by putting different processes and different links out there and having everybody go back to your website. If everybody goes back to your website, it is a walk in the park. Everybody should be going back to your website because clients make buying decisions on your website. And then once they're on your website and they submit some sort of data or personal information, and that's when the nurturing starts. You have to nurture clients to the sale. And this is the part that aesthetic clinics owners miss because they feel like, oh, we're just going to post on social media randomly or when we feel like it. And then we're going to hope that everybody books. And there's levels to this in between that you have to implement for that buyer that is not ready to buy yet. We've talked about this many times before in other YouTube videos. There are different types of buyers, and everybody is not always ready to book yet. And in my experience, the clients that are ready to spend a lot of money with you, it takes a little more nurturing. You gotta love on them a little bit more to get them to the sale. Um, Different systems again for your marketing and lead generation. Those systems those tools that I talked about in the previous slide, they talk to Jane, they talk to Aesthetic Record and Acuity, if anybody still uses that, and Square. Those systems all talk to each other to help you track leads and to help you follow up and prioritize conversions because it's so important. Like, let's say, for example, if we have leads that come through by way of a giveaway, because we run giveaways for our clients each and every month, and we selectively talk about this on social media, and people will see it because everybody wants something free. So those leads that come in versus the leads that come in because they may be interested in PDO threads. Well, we're going to prioritize the conversions for the PDO threads because we know and they know PDO threads, that ain't cheap. That's an investment. So we want to prioritize those conversions to get them to the sale over the ones that are just coming in by way of the giveaway because they want something free. How do systems work? I think I already talked about this. Or did I? Yes, I did. How did I get back to this slide? Okay, I think I clicked on the wrong. Okay, here we go. Let's mock plan systems for your aesthetics clinic. So let's just say, for example, you're my client, because I'm pretty sure you want to know right now, if you're still here, you are a MVP. So shout out to you. But I'm pretty sure you want to know right now, well, how can we implement systems in our aesthetics clinic? So again, in order for me to get in depth with you and give you very tailored information, you would have to book a one-on-one because I would need to know more about your goals, where you are, what you've already tried and failed, and yada, yada, yada. Can't just give it to you. It's not a black and white answer. But if you were a client of Cheri Cobb Creative, these are some of the questions that we would definitely ask you in the beginning to make sure there's even something to set up, okay? Because a lot of people are not even ready for systems. And that's the unspoken conversation. A lot of aesthetic clinic owners are not even ready for systems because their foundation is not solid yet. So we would ask you, who is your ideal client and what specific services are you trying to promote? That's important because as aesthetic clinic owners, some of you have a lot of services. So we need to focus on 3 within the next 90 days. What current tools or processes do you have in place for capturing and following up with leads? Depending on this question, you might not be ready yet because some of you guys are not even doing the very small thing, and that is asking people, how did you find out about us? It's as simple as that. How are you measuring the success of your current marketing efforts? Do you have any way to measure KPIs, a return on investment? Do you have tracking numbers? Is there anything in place? A lot of the times the answer is no. And which EHR or POS do you currently use? Or which systems do you use overall? Not just your electronic health record or your point of service system, a point of sale system, but like I need to know everything. Like, what are you currently using? Now, here is a diagram. If you're my client, this is just kind of a diagram of how it would look. Now, systems are set in place per the goal. Now, let's just say, for example, your goal is to increase your membership signups by 30 signups within 3 months because you have to have specific measurable goals. And this is specific, 30 signups in 3 months. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a marketing campaign that highlights this membership. A marketing campaign can be social posts, email blasts, internal marketing, going out and networking. Maybe you want to run a couple of ads. We will create a marketing campaign that will highlight this membership various different ways with the goal of getting people to sign up, getting 30 people to sign up. Now we're going to create a funnel that captures the interested warm leads because again, we have to separate the lurkers and the likes and the scrollers from the leads. And the leads are, I know I probably should have told you guys, leads are just People that are interested, people that are ready, hot and ready. They may not necessarily be ready to buy right now, but they're interested in what you have to offer. And if they're not ready to buy right now, they'll be ready to buy later. Okay, next we're at the consideration stage. Now we're nurturing. We've already got them in our funnel. They've submitted the information, the data, which is the most important asset that somebody can submit to you. Now we're going to nurture them. We're going to nurture them to text message, emails, different blog posts, different promotions, different come into our office offers. Maybe we might pick up the phone and call them. Okay, well, not me. I ain't picking up the phone and calling nobody, but y'all know we'll send it to the office. I will suggest, hey, I think you guys should call this client. This is a warm lead. We don't want them to go cold. Retention stage. Now, how do we get them to come back? So many aesthetic clinic owners are so focused on new patient, new patient, new patient, new patient. You guys just neglect your existing clients. When you have systems set up in place, you're able to continue to nurture even your existing clients, which is so important because they tell their friends who tell their friends who tell their friends, and then they all come in to spend money with you. And then most importantly, metrics and adjustments. What are we measuring what we're doing? Do we know what's working? And this is why you have systems set up because they allow you to see data, to see it in black and white, to know this is working. So we should maybe invest a little bit more money and more time in this. Oh my goodness, this is not working. We haven't gotten one client from this. So we're going to stop spending money on this. This is what systems allow you to do. You can track KPIs. Now, what are KPIs? Key performance indicators. You cannot improve what is not measured. This is something a business coach told me about 5 years ago, is when you're in a place that you're continuing to just do things and post things and put stuff out there. You have no strategy, you have no bottom line, you have no goal. You're just literally posting and then praying that somebody books an appointment with you. And I was that person. I was that person. But once you have KPIs set up and you know like what exactly you're tracking, you're able to make adjustments that lead to data-driven decisions that allow you to create even better marketing campaigns, more targeted marketing campaigns that speak exactly to the clients that you want to serve. It is an amazing thing. I'm so serious. All right, so that is it. I hope this helped. Shout out to Claire for answering the question on my TikTok account that even caused me to create this video. If you want to implement systems in your aesthetics clinic, I would highly recommend you book a one-on-one strategic marketing audit because that will help you fill in the gaps. A lot of the times, and my favorite client is the one that's doing all the things, but they just can't get it right. The ones that are doing absolutely nothing, those are usually the ones where we don't have a great collaboration. They don't get much success. But the ones that are doing all the things and they just don't know how to get it right, I want you. Seriously, I want you. But anyways, if this was helpful, let me know. I will put this on my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. I constantly look at my analytics and I know about 70% of you always watch my videos and you do not subscribe. So if you are one of those 70% of people, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Let me know if this was helpful, specifically what part, if there was any part that was eye-opening, that kind of gave you this little aha moment, let me know in the comments and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Bye-bye. I got a 10 a.m. flight to catch in the morning. See you later. Bye-bye.